I'm gonna go with that. And with that, all right. I think we're all set.
Alrighty.
Welcome everybody to another episode of Sketchalog. I am joined by my lovely guest. Would you like to introduce yourself? Give us your name, what kind of content you make, and how long you've been streaming for?
Oh God, that's a wonderful question. Hello, my name is Momiji. I am one of the first generation talents of Demi-Pact. I primarily do variety content, primarily video games, but I do a couple of like shitpost streams. I also do some voice acting work.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Most of it is a good chunk of it's comic dubs, but a good chunk of it is mostly porn.
Hmm.
I voice quite a bit of hentai.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, you're not the first one to here to enjoy be a part of that profession. Unfortunately. So how I guess being a member of VTuber agency is pretty like in the paint, so to speak. But how familiar are you with VTubing in the wider community?
Well, I've been doing this since September 2020.
Wow.
I have about the same debut date as Gargura, so that was lovely. That was a wonderful idea.
I mean, hey, you outlasted her, so that's something.
Not by her own volition, if the state of things are to be believed.
Hmm.
I mean, hey, she hasn't stopped, so
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Hmm. But yeah, so you say you're pretty ingrained and ingratiated in the wider VTubing community, then, yeah.
Yes and no.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I would say that as though I'm like an observer.
Mm-hmm.
I tend to not like participate too much in it because ever since like 2022, it's kind of become like a different beast.
Right. Okay.
And like people get like really up in arms about like really dumb shit.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't for the past like 4 or 5 years, I've just been booting up. Well, initially I was using Purr Live. Now I'm using VTube Studio. I would just boot up OBS and stream. And that has been mostly what I do for like the past 5 years or so.
Right.
I think there was like one time or twice I was on Voop Chat, which was fun.
Mm-hmm.
Love that program. Lovely people. But a lot of the stuff that like a lot of those like other things that people do for VTubing that like, no, you gotta be using this, you gotta be doing that. I'm just like, what is that?
Right. Yeah.
No.
So, I guess how did you come up with your design? This this lovely piece that I'm working on right now.
So I'm a Norse chimera.
Mm-hmm.
I love Norse mythology. It's like my favorite. And so I'm like, okay, I like this, but also I like a bunch of these other creatures.
Mm-hmm.
For example, my tail, as you can see, his name is Yormi. Not quite fully rigged. Story for a bit later.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's a couple like a goat and an eagle, and I just wanted to have like a couple nice little elements.
Yeah. Okay.
This is before like there's like a debate about like, oh, is your model like super simple or you designed like a MiHoYo character? It's like,
Yeah. Okay. And then do you think you could like peel us off like a little bit of lore of yourself? Kind of like an elevator
no,
pitch.
because I'm too self-conscious.
Ooh. Okay.
You would have to waterboard that shit out of me.
All right, I can respect that, and I don't have a rag and water with me, so I guess we'll have to hold off for another day.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So over your time in this sort of VTubing space, what is it that kind of brings your attention to a VTuber's design? Like what is it that sort of catches your eye and makes you sort of stop scrolling?
I don't really have like a defined criteria. I kind of just like what I like.
Okay. Yeah, I get that.
One thing to note is that I don't watch a lot of YouTubers.
Oh, okay. No worries. So, let's say you just woke up back to the day you decided to become a VTuber, and everything after that had all just been a big dream. Would you want to do
Again?
anything differently?
Well, the first thing I want to do is make sure that my stream isn't gonna be muted for the first 10 minutes. Get background music. Get a way better series of content that instead of failing to play Slay the Spire for an hour and then crashing out and leaving. I would have my link set up. Yeah, like my debut was completely, utterly abysmal. It was so bad it's the only piece of content I ever felt like I have to like delete off the internet.
Okay. And then anything like in the sort of subsequent years then, or is it just the...
It's been pretty good.
Okay. Hey, that's...
I would say that once I like got my footing, initially I was streaming like once a month, if at all. Because I just, every time I'd go live, I'd just feel so bad. You know, like, nobody's showing up, but why would they? Because I'm not doing anything, because I'm not special, and, you know, just a bunch of bad brainworms.
Yeah. I get the feeling.
Yeah, I'm so sorry if my throat's a little raspy.
Oh, it's fine.
This is the first I've spoken all day, and it's like 2 p.m. for me.
Ah, right. Also, you know, we're getting into cold and flu season. I don't expect you guys to have the perfectly like pristine voices for every time this is we do these.
Yeah.
So you are all good. So I guess in your time as like a streamer, what would you say is your favorite part about the whole thing?
I would say just the social aspect. Being able to communicate with chat and other streamers has always been lovely for me. I used to be like abysmal when it comes to like public speaking and speaking my mind and just all that like stuff. But VTubing has really helped me develop those types of skills.
Right. Okay.
And
yeah.
now, like, if I ever have to give a speech of anything, I'm like, sure, go for it.
Yeah. Hell yeah. All right. Yeah, I definitely feel the same way, and sort of my, I guess, social and whatnot stuff. There, nailed it. Got him. This is why I write down my questions beforehand. It's because it's abysmal. And
Love that word, abysmal.
yeah. Is there anything that you wish you could do more of with streaming? Like anything that's kind of like maybe you don't have the means or the time to do things, but you like just really wish you could do them, like stuff like that.
I guess not in terms of streaming. I guess like editing my VODs down into like supercuts.
Okay.
That's something I always wish I could do, but I lack the time and the money to do so.
Sure. Yeah. Absolutely. Editors do not come cheap.
Yep.
What would you say is your least favorite part about streaming?
Oh, my least favorite part. Oh, where do I begin? First off, the culture. I hate it. I hate it so much. People get so, like, they get so tribal that, like, the moment you start talking, like, good about, like, your space, not even putting other people down, like, talking about, like, man, I'm sure I love being, like, where I am.
Yep.
People, like, get really pissy. And another thing is, like, this goes with, like, just content creation and just being your own boss in general, is the brainworms.
Right.
It is so easy to get depressed when you're, like, when everything you do is numbers-based in such a volatile, like, environment.
Right, yeah.
Like, that's, like, the biggest appeal of, like, an agency for me. It's just the fact that someone could just tell me, hey, do this, get good number. Okay, I will do this, I get good number. Brain chemicals happy.
That sort of, that sense of, like clear instruction is and, like, structure is appealing to you about it. Yeah, okay. Absolutely.
Yeah. And some people have a brain for it. Some people are, like, they don't need that. They can do it on their own. They have the know-it-all to get those numbers up pumping, you know, however necessary.
Yeah. But yeah, no, it's definitely not for everybody. I can sympathize with you on that.
Yeah.
Is there anything that this might not entirely apply to you being an agency VTuber, but is there anything that you wish you didn't have to do, where you could like pay somebody to do for you?
Oh, that's a real tough one. I guess I'd go back to editing. You know, like, I guess, like, I wish I could just have somebody, like, look through my stuff and tell me this was good. Because I do not have, like, I, I don't have the best self-confidence. So
Right.
So I'm always thinking, could I have done this better? Could I have, is this really funny? Are people enjoying this? And people say, yeah, your content's good. And I'm like, I mean, I say it's good, but like, what about it's good? And like, where was it good? And I don't have the confidence to really say, hey, this is what I did. This was damn good. It's a couple times I have.
Yeah.
Very rarely, but a couple times. So having someone to just be like, this was objectively funny. I'm putting this into a video for you would be lovely.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. I'm also very... Fuck. You're getting me sick.
No! Hold on.
Ugh.
There we go. Is this better? Social distancing?
Yeah.
Are we practicing social distancing again?
Yeah, we're keeping room for the Lord, you know?
The Lord!
But yeah, I definitely agree with you on like the not being able to tell what's funny thing. I think that's like one of my main issues too, is just like it's like, oh, you have to make clips and shorts in order to get more reach. I'm like, but what? I don't know. But yeah, I'm definitely with that. Speaking of that, however, do you think having like a major social media presence and kind of like, staying on top of the trends and posting shorts as much as possible, you think that's kind of like a how do I put this? Do you think it's necessary for growth to do all of that, or do you think that someone can kind of just grow naturally just by like hitting the dailies, streaming every day, doing like this, that, and the third, and trying to
No, it's necessary. Unfortunately, discoverability is just absolutely terrible. YouTube's been doing pretty good. It's been recommending a lot of smaller content to people recently. But as for Twitch, good fucking luck. You need to be playing in like really popular categories for people to even scroll past like the 10 biggest streamers of the platform just to see you. And then you need to have like an enticing design or be at like a critical moment where people go, oh my god, she's at the moment. And then you gotta like play up your reaction so that they don't leave, because randos are pretty fickle and how long they want to stay. And I'm somebody who likes to like get in the zone of things.
Right.
So if I'm not saying something, like if I'm like at like a big story cutscene for like Expedition 33 or something, and I don't want to say a word because holy shit, this is insane. And people come and like they expect you to say something. They expect you to go, oh my god, I can't believe you did that. Oh my god, chat, is this real? And it's like, I just can't do that because like I want to give the game the respect it deserves, but that runs counterproductive to being a funny streamer lady, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, I think that is unfortunate, but yeah, I think that is kind of unavoidable at this point. Speaking of games, do you have any that are at the top of your streaming bucket list? Anything you really want to get your hands on?
I suppose that when it comes to the bucket list, I kind of just stream whatever I feel like. So there's nothing that I think like, man, I wish I could stream that. It's more so just like, I wish I could have like the mental capacity to be streaming all the games I'm currently streaming.
Right. Okay.
Doing some Expedition 33, some Silk Song. I got Persona 5 on the back burner.
Yeah, I still have Persona 3 on mine, so I get that.
Yeah. Game's so long. I've never played Royal. I've only played the original. So my first playthrough of Royal is going to be like a modded challenge run. And so we got to the first palace. It was abysmal. It's like base personas, no items, and also you can't use Arsene. And it's like, oh boy. Especially for someone who hasn't played Royal, who's only played like the first one like 6-7 years ago. 6-7.
6-7?
6, 7.
Hell yeah. And do you have any games that are blacklisted from your channel?
I would say the only game that's like blacklisted is like games that people are gonna like take like big issue with.
Mm-hmm.
You know, even if I like them specifically.
Okay.
I think one game that like I will never stream unless it's my absolute last stream because I know what it'll do to my mental health is like Needy Streamer Overdose. I feel like that is a game that you as a streamer probably shouldn't play if you have any type of like doubts or concerns with your own well-being.
Okay.
I just, from the vibes I've gotten, it doesn't sound like a bad game at all. And if you can deal with it, good for you. But I feel like if I played that game, I may never want to stream again.
Right. Yeah, okay. I mean, I guess that makes a lot of sense.
You know, like I have fears too, right? Like,
yeah, of course.
It doesn't feel good that like a lot of your income comes from a select few group of people. And even if I'm doing pretty all right for myself, I would say that like for my size, I'm punching way above my earnings.
Okay.
But you know, it doesn't feel good to like just have the notion of like, what if some of those people just leave?
Right.
And so that type of like parasocial thing is what I try to avoid as much as possible.
Yeah. That is definitely smart to do that. I know you've been in the community for almost as long as there's been a community, so to speak. But
yeah.
Do you have anyone that you would consider like an Oshi? Anyone that you consider to be like
Fubuki.
some? Oh, okay.
Yeah, straight up Fubuki.
Okay.
The whole reason I'm here is because of Fubuki.
I can respect that. Yeah.
Simple.
And then, what do you think about the idea of like Oshis and kind of like how it's been? I guess it's like gone from a thing in like idol culture to like going to VTubing. Like, what do you think about the idea of like that as a concept? I guess.
I would say that like we're still part of idol culture to an extent. We are still, you know, one person being put on a pedestal to entertain people. We have similar expectations. But I don't think there's anything wrong with having an Oshi. I would say the problem with this always relies on the people who make it a problem.
Right.
Yeah.
I
think there's nothing wrong with having one person that you idolize and you just like want to like support them with all your heart.
Yeah. Do you have anyone that you would consider like that you would want to have on for like a dream collab, like just like, you know, just like getting that like the one person you'd want to have on, and like what would you want to do with them?
That's a really difficult question. It's hard for me to see myself as somebody who should collab with these people. And even then, like, am I qualified to do anything with them? I don't really do a lot. I play video games and I'm a funny, haha. The streamer lady said a funny thing, but I don't sing, I don't dance, I don't do a lot of that stuff. I don't draw, a lot of things that a lot of VTubers do that like, oh, I do this, I do this, I do that. I do nothing. I've done a few karaoke, one karaoke night, but oh, my throat. But I don't know if I'd be able to, you know, do it in a way that I am satisfied with.
I wouldn't. I mean, I definitely think that's some of the. Oh man, we're really going through it, the both of us.
No kidding. It do be the start of the season.
Yeah, but I think, I mean, I know a lot. Quite a few VTubers who don't really have a whole lot going on. But I think that, you know, I was gonna say that like you shouldn't shortchange yourself like that, but I know self-doubt is a hard thing to try and like get over.
I guess, yeah.
But still, I mean, like, I'm very honored that you came on, and I'm very excited to do this collab with you. So like,
Yeah, no, it's sorry for bringing the mood down.
no, it's fine. We like getting real here, you know. This is a real show. We're for real VTuber fans by VTuber
Hell yeah.
fans. Anyway, do you have I know you said you don't watch too many VTubers, but do you have a dream collab you'd want to see, like as a from the perspective of like an audience member?
As a viewer, oh, that's a tough one. You know what? I'll just say any of my coworkers, anybody else from Demi-Pact, I want them to just call out with their OG, no matter how unlikely.
Love that.
If I can donate my slot of what I wish for someone else, and that's fine by me.
No, that's very sweet. And then finally, who would you put on the Mount Rushmore of VTubing? The 4 VTubers that you think kind of stand out as the most, perhaps iconic, perhaps impactful. It's your Mount Rushmore, so it's up to you.
All right. Well, the first one, it's got to be Coco. Mm-hmm. Hololive's Coco. Like, it's not just, it's like everything that happened to her, and where she later went on with her life. Up there for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Iron Mouse, and then like Gargura.
Mm-hmm.
I would say that Gargura's insane popularity in the West was a huge thing for a lot of people getting into VTubing.
Mm-hmm.
And it showed that, you know, that type of stuff does have a place here in English, because VTubing as we know it sure the community started in like 2020, but like it's been going on for like a couple years in Japan, even before COVID.
Right.
I think was it like 2016, 2017 or something?
Yeah, I think that sounds right.
Yeah, and then like of course the mother of all VTubers, it has to be Kizuna. Like I know picking 4 of like the biggest well-known is like, well, obviously, but I think that like these 4 like kind of just defined not just like the culture, the way that like VTubing is done, but also just the way people see VTubing and the way people like got into just understanding like everything about it. Considering in Coco's case and Iron Mouse's case, it isn't just all sunshine and rainbows.
Right. So, kind of, all right. So, for someone out there who might feel discouraged, maybe only getting 2 to 3 concurrent viewers in stream at a time, what do you think they could do to either grow past that or be content with it?
I think you just gotta put yourself out. I know this is not good coming from me because I'm terrible at it. But like, what I would do is honestly, I don't look at my viewer count. Until the end of stream. I just don't. Don't do it. It is going to sap your mental watching your viewer count drop in real time. Especially when it's like half of your like viewer base.
Right.
And I would say that the best thing you could do is while you only have like 2 or 3 viewers, I'd recommend obviously interact with pretty much whatever they say in chat, but also like don't stop talking. Just talk about like whatever is happening, a story, what you're observing around you, your personal experiences, as you keep playing the game.
Mm-hmm.
So in other words, just keep trucking on. You're gonna push past it. I never thought I would get past like 4 or 5 viewers, and like here I am, like
yeah, absolutely,
the 10 threshold at this point.
Mm-hmm.
So you know, I'm satisfied. Well, you know, more would be nice. But, you know.
Of course.
But yeah, like I guess you could try streaming popular games and try and see if you can like find somebody who like wants to stick with you around then.
Mm-hmm.
You know, see like, I guess like see if like there are friends or like, I don't know, there are a bunch of servers with like self-advertising, self-promotion channels.
Mm-hmm.
Put yourself in there. Just don't like spam it.
Right.
But like, you know, you never know when someone's gonna like find you.
Mm-hmm.
And unfortunately, Twitch discoverability is again just abysmal. So you're gonna need to find people elsewhere. very rarely do people discover you from Twitch and stick with you.
Right.
Because Twitch culture wants something different than what you are. And you are not the problem. But it is something that you have to adapt to. Thanks, Asmongold.
So, I know we spoke about it a little bit, but beyond kind of like more beyond like the kind of like catty behind the scenes behavior, or like sometimes there's like corporate meltdowns and stuff like that. Beyond those sorts of things, beyond those sorts of things, what would you say the VTubing community needs like work on the most?
I think people need to get the fuck over lollies. I think people are so like up in arms and angry at like the sight of even like the most petite woman. Someone who is just like, she could just be small.
Right.
I talk about this often, but in high school, so I was in special education.
Right.
One of my seniors, she was like 4'1". She was minuscule. Absolutely, like I could rest my tits on her head. That's how small she was.
Right.
She was like 18, 19, and I'm pretty sure she hasn't grown since. And like, it's really frustrating because like this is an anime-centric zone, and we have completely, like, at least on the Western stage, just pushed out a major trope or body type of anime, just because like people associate it with very not good stuff. And I mean, like, you shouldn't, but it's just, if anybody is like even slightly petite, there's like a whole meltdown about how, no, you are wrong for having this model. You are less as a person, and they just get a bunch of harassment.
Right.
And so that boxes people into every VTuber looking the same as like a big titty fox lady.
Yeah.
And it's like, if we want people to like, do something different with themselves, we kind of gotta just let people be them. Don't watch them. Or watch them.
And I think I've also seen that like this kind of sentiment also extends to like just real life women, and it's just like it's so
like there was that whole like controversy like about a month ago about these like petite cosplayers on Pinterest or Instagram getting bullied off the platform because they cosplay petite women, and people are like, this is. Can I just say the word?
Yeah, so just say it. Whatever. It's fine.
This is pedophilia. How are you promoting this stuff? How are you, like, okay with promoting the idea that it's okay to jerk off to little girls? And it's like, what are you people on about? People are so, like, trigger happy with this type of stuff.
Yeah. And it's almost like, I mean, I don't want to say it's like projecting, but it kind of feels like it at this point with how like.
I mean that. I know this one friend who keeps like a doc of every time like somebody who is like anti-lolly and gets exposed for being an actual IRL pedo, and it's like 100-something pages long at this point.
Yeah, it's got to be enormous.
It is like. Listen, I'm not saying that you're a pedo if you don't like lolly, but like the people who advocate for the most for the erasure of this stuff tend to be like the worst people known to man.
Yeah. Like correlation doesn't mean causation, but it's not, it's a little weird that it keeps happening.
Yeah. Like just be chill, move on.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it is also like, I'm gonna do the centrist thing. It is also really fucking annoying when like on the other side of the spectrum you see like the pro lolicons being like just so obnoxious about it.
Right.
And it's just like, just everybody needs to just chill. And I know like how very riveting the centrist thinks that every person should just chill, but like, come on, dude.
Yeah, because
we're
this
anime
is just...
people on the internet.
Yeah.
Just fuck around,
But then people are gonna find out, which is not the good phase of things.
Yeah, well, fuck around in a way that doesn't cause the finding out to be like a meltdown.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know, it's the other type of fuck around. You know.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just want to stack 3 quarters on top of one another. But find out there is, oh no, they fell apart. Whatever will I do?
Right.
Yeah.
Do you what's sort of your experience with conventions? Are you a big convention head? Or are you more just like a?
So about that.
Yeah.
Ever since the pandemic, I really rarely do leave the house.
Okay.
I like going flights and stuff. I like around like the country and stuff. I go out on trips, but I don't go to conventions too often.
Right. Okay.
I don't know what I would do. However, Demi-Pact has offered me, and I haven't taken them up because I've been busy, but Demi-Pact is in talkings with some people at like Off-Kai and stuff where you can have like an iPad robot walking around.
Yeah.
As like a special convention guest. Mm-hmm. And I've had that opportunity extended to me. But every time it's always like, it's been a day where like I have to do something.
Right,
take,
okay.
like all day. And I'm like, are you kidding me?
Yeah. Because I remember I saw a while ago that Kitsu went to, I think it was Off-Kai, went with the
Kitsu
iPad. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, we have a couple of those.
But yeah, and I guess you answered my next question about like doing meet and greets and stuff like that, where you just haven't had the opportunity to do something similar to that yet.
If I was going to these, I would like. I guess like one thing is that like because my reach is so small, I don't know if I'd want to hold a meet and greet, just because I'd feel abysmal if like 1 or 2 people showed up.
Yeah, I get that.
Just because like everybody that watches me is from a different like country on this planet.
Right.
I think like the most I have is like America and Canada with like 3 or so people, and then there's like people from Germany, there's people from Hong Kong, there's people from Taiwan, there's people from everywhere, Chile, people are everywhere. Which makes streaming for some people kind of difficult because like they're like, oh, I always miss your stream, and it's like it's 1 p.m. What do you want me to do?
Yeah.
They're in Singapore, and it's like midnight for me. I'm like, God damn it. So,
yeah.
When you're like me and everyone's just from everywhere, instead of everybody being located in like the U.S., it's a lot harder to like plan this type of stuff.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Next question: do you have, or I guess, where would you like to see yourself, or where would you like to be in a year or like 5 years' time?
Sorry, I'm eating some quinoa.
That's fine.
Where would I like to see myself in a year? Honestly, I'd like to try and like see if like I could get like more edited things out. Even if it costs me like a little bit of money, just someone to like trim my VODs and edit specific things.
Okay.
It. Even just like, here's the clip, here's some subtitles, here's like a zoom effect. And that's all I really like need. As for 5 years, 5 years ago, I was like, damn, in like 2 or 3 years, I'd like to make this like my full-time income. We're now 5 years in, and we are like only partially there. And I know like some people have been doing this for like 8 to 10 years, content creation, and it only took them recently until they were able to really pop off. You know, there's one line Josh Drive Hayes says that like, it took him 4 years to become an overnight celebrity.
Right. That's good. I like that.
Celebrity in quotes. I think that was what he said. I don't remember. But yeah, like, I guess in 5 years, that'd be the 10-year mark. I'd like to be doing this full time by that point, hopefully.
Right.
But with the way the world is going right now, I have no idea.
Right.
So I'm just doing my best.
And then, do you have any perhaps selfish or like outlandish goals for your streaming career? Anything that's kind of like, maybe it's like the more elaborate stuff, maybe like a project or something you'd want to get done, or like a big like sponsorship deal, or like anything kind of out there like that you'd want to accomplish by then?
I want to put together a series that goes through every single Pokemon game and tells people that they're wrong about which games are the hardest and the easiest. Because people get so anal about, like, no, Pokemon games were harder back in the day. They're all super baby easy mode now. And I already did, like, some of the hard work. I went through a couple of them.
Mm-hmm.
And I need that shit, like, edited and, like, broken down and, like, put into, like, videos and stuff. But, like, these games are not as you remember.
Yeah, no.
They're fucking easy by, like, if you tackle them with every metric on equal, they are all easy. Some are just less easy than others. And people need to actually grow the fuck up. When people go off about, like, oh, Scarlet and Violet's the easiest Pokemon game yet. I miss back when I was getting my ass kicked by Cynthia. Dog, Cynthia's not hard. She's hard because you were a kid.
Yeah.
All these games were hard because you were a kid.
And like that's the ironic thing, is that they have grown up and they know how to like do the rock paper scissors system that the game runs off of.
Or not even that. They just know how to like play a video game better.
Yeah.
Because like I don't play any Mario, but I can guarantee that if I boot up the original Mario that I played when I was like 7, right now I could do so much better just because I have better like coherence. I have better hand-eye coordination. I have better perception of like where I need to be jumping.
Mm-hmm.
You as a person have just gotten smarter and more capable of using the tools that the game has given you than when you were a drooling baby.
Yeah.
Like, what do you want me to say about that? You can't be a kid forever.
No, you cannot.
Me when the children's game is designed for children and not for a 30-year-old.
It's too easy.
I mean, they're designed for everyone, though. That's the thing, right? They're not meant to be easy. I mean, they're not meant to be difficult. They're meant to just go around, catch some Pokemon, and, go on an adventure.
Yeah, exactly.
That's like the fantasy they're trying to provide, and they do a good job of that.
Mm-hmm.
If you want difficulty, just go play like S&T, which, by the way, I also love. I also love myself some S&T.
What would you say is your hottest VTuber take?
Oh boy, we've already gotten through a couple. What's another one? What's like a hot take? Because like there's like lukewarm cold takes that like, like the idol culture is dog shit.
Mm-hmm.
I think that the VTubing community is way too goddamn positive to the point where it becomes like almost toxic.
Okay, yeah.
I would say that that like this constant like circle jerk of like everything is against you, sweetie, your content is fine. It's like, is it really? Like, I wish people would just tell me no, that shit sucked. Or I wish that people would like, if people liked me, like they say they want to like collab with me, they would actually do so instead of ghosting me and trying to be polite. Like, right. I always hate those. There was back in 2021, 2022, there were always those like, I'm a VTuber and I want to make friends posts.
Yeah.
And they would just blow the fuck up by being the most parasocial person ever. You would just like garner like a ton of views of just like you could like suck puppet your own drama, and then
right.
all the white knights in the VTubing community would just be like jumping to your defense, and boom, there you go. You start off with 75 viewers immediately, and that is like something you could ride off for like a while.
Mm-hmm.
But like you could like, people are so. They want to be so positive that it makes them so easy to be manipulated.
Yeah.
And it's unfortunate that people don't realize that even to this day, they're still getting farmed. Like, knowing what I know now, I could start up a new VTubing account right now. And like, within like the first like couple months, I could probably reach like Twitch partner. But like, I would have to be like a deplorable human being to do that stuff.
Right.
But some people are okay with that. Some people are okay with just using other people as stepping stones. And how nice the VTubing community is why that people like get away with that stuff.
Right.
You know, like there's always like that VTubing like drama about people like a no-name VTuber getting this massive like string of hate comments in their DMs, even though they haven't debuted yet or anything. And then everybody's like, "No, you're amazing. I'll come to your debut."
Right.
And it's just you people make it so easy. Sorry, I'm 28 years old. I'm jaded as fuck.
I mean, hell yeah. I mean, you're among friends here. I'm also, well, I'm 27, but same thing,
Baby.
right?
Baby.
Hey. Ugh. Sorry, just doing a stretch.
Yeah, no, take your time.
I'm shrimping.
I have been able to avoid shrimping.
Yeah, I have the.
Although, to be fair, you're the one drawing, so you know.
Yeah, I'm looking down at my tablet the whole time. Which I do feel a little bit bad for my, like, my model that I have, I basically just, like, look down the whole time, and I don't have the camera on my face anymore, so it's just, like, that's basically what most people see when I'm doing these, interviews. I don't mind, though, because it's, like, whatever, but yeah. Okay, so next up we have the content lightning round.
Oh boy.
In this segment, I'll give you a popular kind of VTuber content, and I just want you to give me your gut reaction about each kind, either from the perspective of creating the content or from just viewing the content.
All right, no problem.
Okay, first things first is reaction content, like reaction videos.
Love 'em.
Mm-hmm.
Reactions. Oh,
No, you go.
yeah, I'll be quick. Reactions come from wanting to just share a cool thing with other people. That's like a human thing. I got no problem with reaction videos.
Okay. Music, like song covers and like original music.
Yeah, like people like to sing. You know, it's a skill they got. I got no qualms with it. You know, I just because it's a skill I don't have doesn't mean I don't like when people do it.
Various like marathons, you know, your subathons, donathons, followathons, that kind of thing.
People kill themselves way too often for this stuff. You people need to like stop like ingesting dangerous substances during this just for content.
Right.
Please, I know you want to be famous. Don't do it, please.
ASMR content.
Hell yeah. Pretty much every stream I do is an ASMR stream at this point.
And then on to the sort of gaming sub-round, which was starting off with competitive games, stuff like Marvel Rivals or League of Legends, things that have like a ranked mode in them, basically.
No real opinion. I just don't like them.
Okay. Speedrunning.
Oh, fuck yeah. Speedrun community is so enjoyable. Just watching like everything just come together to just completely shatter a game's core is lovely.
Challenge runs, stuff like Nuzlocke or something like playing a game without using like any of the weapons, or like using a Guitar Hero controller for something.
I think it's harmless fun.
Okay. Stuff like party games, where it's like, you know, your repos, your Fatal Companies, and Peaks. Yeah.
It's fine. I just wish I had friends to play with.
Oh. You know, we could play Friend Slot together. I could be your friend, Momiji.
You say this. Have you even looked at the stream or VTube Studio? Have you even looked at VTube Studio right now?
I've been like going back and forth, but
oh, is it not show on your end? God damn it.
I mean, I see like the desk and the Christmas lights. But...
Okay, so you already see. Okay, I wasn't sure how often you were checking because I wanted to see if you like come back and you'd be like, "What the fuck is all this?"
I was like, she's doing scene setting, you know. I didn't want to, you know, yuck your yum on that.
Damn it.
But yeah, where was I? Oh yeah, stuff like full plays, like going through the entirety of a game over the course of a couple streams.
Oh sure, why not? Just playing a game. Like, I don't think that's boring.
Okay. And that is the lightning round. You did it.
Okay.
Um. So, you mentioned want to keep your lore close to your chest, which is fine. So I guess the last up is a couple of VTube agency questions.
Sure.
Being a veteran of this particular aspect of things, what are some things that an agency provides that you wouldn't think of but are a huge help to you?
Merch opportunities. Even like if they don't produce it themselves, I really appreciate that. Just by being in an agency, we are like automatically like first in line for people to be like, hey, do you want some merch? We'll cut you a deal.
Cool. What are some things that more inexperienced VTubers should keep in mind when applying to an agency?
It's not so bad. It genuinely isn't so bad. Notably, there are a ton of dog shit agencies that are actually just trying to like abuse you as a person.
Right.
So, but like it's impossible to tell.
Sure.
It really can be like difficult to tell for like, which one's good or bad. So I would say, no matter which one you apply to, do not be fully invested into this one, especially if they're asking for like a lot of money up front. Like, always be in this agency with the preparation of leaving.
Yeah, okay.
Do not like marry yourself to this agency because they come, they go, not always because of what they do, but sometimes shit just happens.
Right. And then, how do you feel about the concept of in-house VTubers? That kind of like, the agency takes on the responsibility of like getting the model and having the design and everything, but then they own it. And, yeah.
Like mostly corporate.
Yeah.
Like what most people think of when they hear about corporate VTubers. I don't have a problem with them necessarily. I would say that it is important to be wary of like, just because that it's the agency who's putting up all the money for this, that you don't have to do any work.
Right.
Like I would be conscious about like your own personal self to make sure that you can live up to like the money that they're going to be dropping on you. Because sure that, they're spending money and they want this to be profitable, at least for like the bigger agencies, but like, at least have like some decency to be like, they're giving me all this stuff. They're basically handing me the keys to this. I should try to not fuck it up.
Right. Absolutely.
If they're telling you that like, hey, don't do this, probably better to be a bit more gracious about it.
Yeah, okay. And that is the end of the structured questions that I have.
All right.
So, as per usual with this, at this point in the show, I will hand the proverbial interviewer mic over to my guests and allow them to ask me any questions they have.
Alrighty. Yeah, I have a couple. I haven't looked at the list because it's just too much, but I have my own questions.
Okay.
I guess my first question is, what made you want to like do these interviews? Because they kind of just came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And they're well structured. You got a lot of stuff going on for them. You have like a whole little like shindig with like the art and everything.
Yeah, thank you. So it came from the conundrum of wanting to stream, like do art streams, because I felt like I was not as talkative as I should be in whatchamacallit, I was not as talkative as I should be in son of a bitch. Damn it, that's a lot. Alright, I was not as talkative as I should be in like video game streams, and whenever I try to be talkative in like art streams, I always I have affectionately referred to it as word vomit, where I will kind of talk and talk and talk, and it doesn't really, it's like nonsense. And while people say that they think it would be good content, it's not. You're gonna have to trust me on that.
No, trust me. I know chat does not always know what they want.
Yeah.
Oh, don't I fucking know it.
But yeah. So like I and then I thought of the idea where I had at the time like this sort of group that kind of, well, it fizzled out. Like the group itself was son of a fucking bitch. I keep doing this. Sorry, my brain is square and has holes in it. I had come out of this group that had kind of fizzled out, and I was like, I had all these people who were like new, like VTuber friends, and I was like, oh shit, like, why don't I try and like do sort of like a talk show kind of collab with them, where I would just like ask them questions about being a VTuber. Like the idea was also like a lot of it came from like Hot Ones and like a bunch of other like interview shows that I really liked. And I always cite this because it is kind of the reason why like that like I thought about doing this, was that in one of like in the old iDubbbz video where he would have people on, like he would take like YouTubers to like fast food places with like funny means of transportation. Right. And in one of them, he was talking about why he decided to start doing that. And it is because he wanted to do it because he wanted to like make content, but also have his like guests kind of do all of the talking for him while he kind of just like does his thing. And I think that while that was kind of like a humorous answer, I do think that like it is kind of true. And so I was like, shit, I should just like ask people to talk about themselves for a while, and then in exchange I draw them, and yeah.
I see.
Yep.
So it's all transactionary in the end, huh?
That's all that it is. You got me.
Understandable.
Yeah.
Understandable.
But yeah, also I've just been able to meet like just like a litany of like other really cool people with this. So.
Yeah. Another question that I have is so how have things been with like interacting with all the other VTubers? Because I know that because you're doing interviews, you talk to a lot of people on a lot of different sides of the ideological spectrum that is VTubers.
Yep.
How's that been? Because like I know like when it came to me specifically, this interview like has been in the works for a while, specifically because I didn't know if you were a bot or not.
Right. Yeah.
Because I'm like, oh, is this some type of another like? Oh, we're an ad agency. We'd like to sponsor you, or what the fuck ever.
So, it, I kind of like expected that was the case for a lot of when I was like reaching out to people, and it is no, it's fine. I like basically had no like means of proving that I wasn't just a bot. But I think it's funny the dichotomy of things where I had, and I would like to get more eventually, but I had a lot of not safe for work artists come on the show like before, and I would oftentimes get more responses back from them like more frequently. However, it was also a thing of more often than not they would say no, just because like they were shy and they like wanted to keep things private. So it's a thing of like, I think the not safe for work artists were more willing to respond to DMs, but I think that's because a lot of them were expecting like commission requests, which I felt bad about after I thought about it.
Yeah.
But Yeah, and then VTubers, I think, were more willing to actually do the show. It's just that I think they either don't check their DMs, or they assume that like, this person's just like a bot trying to get me to commission them for something.
Yeah.
I mean, there are ones where like they ask, it's like, do you have any like VODs or examples of the show? And I'm like, yeah, sure, here you go. And then nothing.
Yeah.
Which isn't, it's just like, isn't super, like.
Yeah, well, people want to say that. They're like, oh, no, numbers don't matter. Numbers don't matter. They matter.
Yeah.
Don't lie to yourself. Please. You're part of the problem if you're lying about the fact that you think that numbers don't matter. They matter. It's just whether they get to you or not is what matters.
Yeah. But yeah, and another person I've had on, she also does a interview style show, and one of her questions for me was like, why the hell did you decide to do this? This is agonizing trying to get in touch with VTubers. And I'm like, yep. So.
Not wrong, but
it has been an interesting experience overall, trying to jump through the hoops, so to speak.
I guess now it's my turn to ask. So like, what about like your model? Because like every model has like a story, and mine's pretty simple. Was your whole thing that you just like want to just like be this? Let's go ahead.
Yeah. So the model is basically how I've always drawn myself, with like specifically the hair and like the face and the eyes and whatever. And then the outfit kind of came from a thing of like sort of like a mixture of like JRPG tropes and just like personal tastes. And then the horns were, I don't know, I say this every time, but I don't know where the horns came from exactly. I think it was a thing of like, I kind of wanted to do like the like a like orbs, like sort of like bursting orb kind of thing, like with the like Kirby Crackle and Marvel Comics. I wanted to do something that was like the horn was like, oh, it's made of crystal and stuff like that. But I don't.
That's nice to look at,
right? But I don't.
My little autism shiny brain says, "Ooh, yeah, very nice."
Yeah, exactly. But I don't know exactly what made me decide to do it like this. But I'm glad whatever that was did decide to do it, because it's always the thing that people like look to and say that they like the most about my design. So
yeah, we love transparencies and we love shiny things.
Mm-hmm. Maybe it was like when I first drew it, like the effect like looked good, and I was like, oh shit, what if it's like a crystal?
Yeah. I mean, definitely like the most memorable part of your design. Get why are you on mute? Get out of there. There you go. I'm just making up fucking Christmas tree.
Yeah.
Yeah. There we go. Is who's like the biggest like VTuber you've had like on here, like, both in terms of either like size or notoriety or what like what are your like big ones that you've been like, hey, here's my name drop, I've been with this person?
It's definitely Joe Cat.
Oh really?
Yep. That's
oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, man.
It was definitely he's definitely probably the biggest I've had on the show. I'm trying to think of who else. I think the next closest would probably, I mean, like, and this is just because I pay her to be my manager, but Cynical She,
yeah.
yep,
Lovely individual.
yep. I do not disagree with you on that. Um, but yeah, I think you know. Well, I don't think that. I don't know whether or not she would want to do the show if I didn't, like, if I wasn't already working with her. But I guess I can still claim that she is like one of the bigger creators that I've had on the show.
Yeah, for
Um,
sure.
who else? Um, I think Andy, Endymion, another one I've had on. She's pretty big. Um, are you?
I have no idea who that is.
Uh,
The only Endymion I know is like someone from like an FGO server.
yeah, no, she's also a voice actress that does not safe for work stuff, but she. This is gonna be like she did. I think she did the voice for the one like funny like bowling alley animation from like a while ago.
Really?
Yes. So that's her claim to fame, I suppose. Yeah, no, she's really nice.
Hell yeah,
She's great.
Hell yeah.
Um,
My biggest claim to fame is that like I voiced like a bunch of short stack stuff. And I know one of them is like close to like 2 million views on Twitter.
wow.
Yeah. And like a bunch of I do this thing where sometimes I'll look up on Roll34 like if people have posted either the things I've voiced or the things with my character, my model in it. And the number one comment about that one is everybody complaining, why is this Fuda? But it's been re-uploaded like 3 different times. And so only one of them has that, like, why is this Fuda? And everyone else is like, damn, this is good. Damn, this sounds hot. And I'm like, thank you.
Is there an answer to why it was Fuda, or is it just like just cause?
Yeah, just what the artist was doing.
Okay, I mean, hey. Do you
I
have?
have like a close relation with so a couple of them are either drawn by this one artist, animated by this one person, both of which I've worked for before, or use like one of their like OCs. So there's this like little like short stack subculture circle that I'm like weirdly involved with,
Okay.
and like I know like half of like my active server populace is also in that server.
Nice.
So it's just like, oh, it's new thing came out. Oh, check the Grim server, and it's like, oh, well, all right then. It's just somewhere where like it's like a second home almost.
Right. Yeah.
And then as for stuff I voiced, it's just nice to see that like people like a thing that I was participating in making.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
It's a good feeling. I really wish I could grow like some type of self-confidence from it.
Oh.
But it's not so easy.
Yeah. No. How much? Here's a good question. How much stuff do you have on like Rule 34 of yourself?
I haven't checked actually of it. Hold on, let me check.
Yeah.
Of like my model, I will check. Some of it has been updated. I know one of my friends like follows this one artist, and he got flashbanged when he saw me and like one of the characters I voiced doing it.
Right.
And he like had to like come into VC, be like, "Hey pal, do you know about this?" And I'm like, "Yep."
Yeah.
Someone just decided to like do that for me.
That's awfully nice of them.
Like a lot of my Roll34 is actually not on Roll34. It's like on my PC.
Oh.
Because people like ping me and like the bots that scrape Twitter for like posting stuff on Roll34, they don't get everything.
Right.
But like I have like a good chunk of it at this point. And I'm like the stuff on here is like not even close to how much there actually is. Let's see. Nope, wrong one. There's like 7 images of me on the thing, and like 7 things that I have voiced, but 3 of them are the same thing.
Okay.
So like, there's like, I am a known quantity upon that page. That does not mean that people know who I am.
Right. Yeah, that's fair. I can only dream that one day I'll be able to get NSFW content of myself made, but alas.
It's always like, so I don't commission it. That's the thing, right?
Yeah.
I'm just grateful that like people, like my fans love commissioning art of me. And I'm appreciative. I really love it.
Yeah, it sounds awesome. But yeah, it's a thing of like, reality can be whatever I make it to be, or something like that.
Yeah, you can. Definitely can.
It's just a combination of Thanos quotes in order to get Rule 34 of myself made.
Yeah. Wow, that's a good stretch. I'm having a break to eat some. So, my father made some quinoa. A couple days ago, and he called it a failure. And I've just been picking at it every couple days because it's like, it's good. It tastes good. I don't know why he's so against it. It's unfortunate.
Yeah, I don't know much about quinoa, but so I can't really say as to what could be the source of his dismay of it.
He says it's not right and it's got a weird texture to it, but it's basically these like tiny little rice balls. Like balls made of like a material similar enough to rice. So I can just like keep them between my teeth and like chew between the individual ones. Even though they're like this, each one is like the size of like a piece of couscous. Or
right.
The problem is that if you spill any, it goes everywhere.
Yeah.
And they're impossible to clean up. They're like Orbeez, but like 100th of the size. So like if you like spill them, you're gonna get most of them, but every couple of days you're gonna be like, oh shit, there's another one. Oh shit, there's another one. Oh god. And then you're just like, oh god, we're gonna get ants again, aren't we?
This is how you get ants.
No.
How do I want to do this? Well, first I want to do this.
Such a big boy.
I'm getting funky with the with the shark.
The shark gummy, dude. I fucking love shark gummies. My fascination with shark gummies is interesting. So, I was never really big on like shark gummies. But the day that, the day after I started streaming, I think it was like the afternoon after, the evening. After I closed out my stream, I needed some comfort food.
Yeah.
And so I ordered some like extremely spicy chicken from this one place that closed down, and it's really unfortunate. It was so spicy that they have to like ask you like your permission, and it also costs an extra $2.99 to make it that spicy. And I'm like, yes, I want it.
I'm like, are you sure about this?
Yes, I have a pretty good spicy tolerance because of it. Initially, I didn't. I was generally pretty like white person when it comes to like that spiciness, but like after I having it a couple times, I've like grown to like a resistance. At least to like Asian spicy. Because like there's a difference between like Asian spicy, African spicy, and Indian spicy.
Yep.
I am not a big fan of African spicy. It's not for me. It's just everything all at once.
Yeah, that's true.
And I like Asian spicy, where like you have a bit of it and it's a little spicy, and then the more you eat, the more it builds up. But yeah, like one of the things I got was just like a pack of shark gummies, and I'm like, damn, these things are pretty good. It almost made me forget about my crushing failure of a debut. And so I just kept having more. I think like I debuted like I think like within like a week or so of me debuting, I think Genshin Impact came out. So that was like a thing that's like take my mental off it.
Right.
like around that timeline. It might be a bit longer, but you know.
Mm.
But yeah, it was like really difficult. I had to work to force myself to stream.
Mm.
And initially, I started um, initially I was streaming on YouTube because
Yeah.
I'm like, no, I want to do this on YouTube instead of Twitch because it takes care of a lot of the things for you.
Mm-hmm.
And my initial model was it was a cut PNG of an OC of my favorite artist in the world. And I asked him, hey, can I use this and turn this into a VTuber model? And this was back in like June
Yeah.
of 2020. This was like way before anybody knew how things were supposed to be in like the wider sphere. So, you know, bless my innocence. And he said yes. So I learned how to use Photoshop to like cut it up its layers.
Yeah.
I learned how to use live 2D.
Mm-hmm.
I learned how to rig it all myself,
Oh my
and
God.
it was serviceable. It was actually not terrible. And I also got some practice by like rigging some other people's models. And I still have some horror pics from when I first started rigging. You can post these on the stream if you want, but like I'll just post these because they're super funny. Where'd I put them? There they are. I just love them.
Yeah.
Sometimes rigging can be fun.
Don't I know it? Hold on, let's see here. Where I
Actually, hold on. I need to be right back for like a minute.
Mm-hmm.
So I need to grab a package.
Right.
Give me just like 30 seconds.
Of course, of course. Alright, I think she's gone, chat. We're gonna get back at her for got her. she'll be none the wiser, everybody. Man, I'm so funny. Let's see here. Do I have any other funny ones? Ooh, what if I did? Aha! I make a second one, and I height. Fuck. No, make the second one smaller. You fucking. Ha ha ha. That I fucking showed her. Ha ha. So stupid. Alright. Nah, I'm not. Get out of here, me. There's only room for one Xander in this town.
Back. One,
Well,
thank you for the nose. Two,
Yeah.
What's with the second Xander?
I don't know. I was trying to do a bit, but I couldn't. What can you do?
I love bits. Been a bit of a porch pirate epidemic.
Oh no,
So, yeah.
that
Had
sucks.
to like really run down, make sure that it didn't get like snatched up.
Right? Yeah. Yeah, I think that's enough special effects on the shark. Why not?
Oh god damn it, it's doing it again. My webcam is overheating, so it's causing tracking issues.
Oh no.
This thing's old. I need a new one.
You don't use like a. I use my iPhone for whenever I like do face tracking stuff.
Yeah, getting that set up's been an absolute pain. Although I do not have a spare iPhone, so
Huh.
I recently I no longer need to use my iPhone 11 because I was given my stepmother's hand-me-down iPhone 15.
Ooh.
And I'm like, I'll take a free upgrade.
Yeah,
Because
why
with
not?
My phone plan, it's bring your own phone. Oh, I need to like turn this off for a moment.
Okay, what do I have to do to... So, do you have any more questions that you might want to ask?
Not really. I suppose I guess what other content do you like plan on doing aside from just interviews?
So, I have another series that I'm kind of doing now that is... it's where I will go to people who have like expertise in a certain like craft, and I will ask them to show me the ropes, so to speak.
Oh.
And I call that the boss tutorials, because that's part of my lore is that I'm a tutorial boss from a JRPG, and so on.
You do like I would fight you on 1-4.
Right? But I am trying to get more of those set up because I really enjoy doing the first one. For instance, we did a live 2D, one of them, and this is the results of that. Rigged by me. Art by lovely Kuago. But yeah.
Hell yeah.
Isn't he cute?
Are those ones transparent or are they just green?
So like they're transparent. Like the it has like the thing with the.
Alright, it's just the way that it's like shaded. It looks like it's its own flat green, not like like by background.
Oh yeah, okay.
No, I getcha.
But yeah, I'm trying to set up more with voice actors, with cosplay. I'm trying to plan one with Kitsu right now, where we
Kitsu!
do like cosplay stuff like that for one of them.
Hell yeah.
What else? Yeah, I mean, like I'm willing to speak to just about anybody for and like kind of pick up a skill here and there, maybe like just like be kind of a guinea pig for people to learn stuff through.
Sounds pretty fun.
Yeah. Besides that, I think this is kind of the only other thing I'm like I have anything that's like remotely structured. I'm also, yeah, I don't know. It's a thing of, I think that's kind of where I'm happy existing for right now.
Understandable.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm kind of in the same way, where like what I'm doing is what I'm comfortable with.
Mm-hmm.
I would like more reasons to leave my comfort zone, but also like it's the comfort zone for a reason.
I suppose so. I'm also, I guess, on the sort of the reverse end of bossy tutorials. I also want to offer kind of like something akin to like art classes in a way, where like I kind of go over and like help people kind of not like figure out how to draw, but like get like a better idea of what drawing can be.
Yeah.
Because I know there is a lot of like I feel like there's a lot of misconceptions about kind of art and like how the sort of the whole thing works. And I feel like I have at the very least like seen things to be like simpler than what some might believe art is like. And I kind of just want to, like, get people on and kind of show them the way. You know.
Yeah. I don't really draw. I haven't drawn anything since like high school, except for like FF14 raid diagrams.
Mm-hmm.
But that's more like shapes and shitty photoshops.
Mm-hmm.
Which are enjoyable in their own.
Yeah. Also, like shapes are like a big part of drawing. I was talking about that with Brielle the other day, where you can like that's kind of like as silly as it sounds to say, like shapes are kind of like the whole kit and caboodle when it comes to drawing. And
yeah, I mean, like how many times do you see like an image where like I drew this with only a Mogus?
Yeah.
Pop off 'cause, like,
oh yeah.
shapes.
I love her, by the way. The one who does that, Nelia. I really want to get her on the show, but she doesn't speak English as her first language, which a lot of like artists and a lot of like not safe for work artists don't like. They like Spanish is like their first language, which I think is very interesting. But yeah,
Yeah. Well, I've been I need to be heading out soon-ish.
Yeah,
Like,
okay.
Not, like, now, but like soon. So I was thinking about like powering down soon.
yeah. So you have the floor in order to plug whatever you want to plug. Any like websites people can find you at, social media links. If you have any,
Yeah, let me pull them up. Let me pull them up because I don't have them memorized because I'm
Yep.
bad at plugging myself.
yeah. Also, like any I don't know, like affiliate codes or anything like that. If you have, feel free to let them fly.
I wouldn't necessarily have that. Like, I'm not really sponsored on a lot of stuff. But yeah, if you're interested in like seeing my stuff, I do primarily gameplay content and a little bit of ASMR like while I play. You can find me at twitter.com, x.com/Momiji Hesla, and Twitch by the same name.
Mm-hmm.
Twitch.tv/Momiji Hesla. And I also have YouTube channels, but it's mostly a VOD channel, so like those aren't really worth advertising.
Mm-hmm.
Got a Discord. Yeah, just got a stuff. I just noticed I haven't streamed in 2 weeks. Fuck. Okay, gotta fix that. Gotta fix that soon. Okay.
Are you okay?
I try to stream at least once every 2 weeks. I usually stream like a couple times a week, but it's been really bad the past couple weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Just geographical location is not particularly nice right now.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
I'm trying to see who we can raid into. Let's see here. I guess Rose Doodle is doing art as well. We might as well just keep that train going.
Rose!
Yeah, I love all the Vichibon members. They're all really great. But yeah, thank you all. Thank you for stopping by, and this has been yeah. And this has been
glad to be out here, despite all the hiccups we've had.
Yeah, I am sorry about that, but I'm glad we were able to make something work.
No, you're good. I also kind of messed up a little bit near the end, but thank you for having me. This was enjoyable.
This was,
I love being on here to talk this stuff. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Do that because I feel like it'll.
And they're gone. Bye-bye.
It will curate the community in a way that I don't want to because I don't want to be a tutorial channel, frankly. You know? Like, I don't. Also, thank you for your friend. So solving! Thank you! Yeah, because I feel like every time someone comes in, they'll just be like, can you help me with this and this and this and this? I'm like, I am literally doing my own thing. Because I don't want it to be the primary thing that I do. I like doing it when I feel like doing it, but I don't want it to be what people know me for. Yeah. I do not want to lock in on being an educational streamer. I just like being a streamer who yaps and occasionally happens to do educational stuff. And I feel like if I started gearing a channel towards that, it would massively shift, like, with time, it would massively shift the vibe, and I just don't want to. like why I don't stream VR chat anymore, because it curated the community in a way that I didn't want to curate it. And I think if I did VR chat too, I think I would end up doing it somewhere like Fansly or elsewhere too, because, you know, again, I don't want it to be like my mainstay. And yeah, carrying out an entirely new channel and having stuff edited down and captioned and all that just doesn't make sense. So having somewhere where people can just reference it is way more convenient for me, and achieves the goal of not pushing it into, you know, like that kind of spot. Yeah. Yeah, it would have to be a passion project, and as much as it would be fun, I do not have the time. I do not have the time. I have way too much shit on.
Aren't they? Oh my god. Such a little baby. This is better than I anticipated. Absolutely, it's lovely. It came together faster than I expected. This is going to be a framework for everything after all. Given how long the laboratory and the abandoned surface, I thought everything inside would be ruined. But surprisingly, there are so many things that could be salvaged. Is that so? Yeah, the main